Hey guys, welcome back to Reviews at Random. I know it's been a long time. I want to give a big shout out to all the subscribers who have stuck with me, even though it's been about probably a year and a half to 2 years since I've last uploaded a video. So once again, huge shout out to you guys. I promise I'm back. I'm going to be doing more content, more requests. I know a lot of you specifically subscribe to this channel because of Amazon and Alexa and those capabilities. So I promise I'll have a few more videos of those. So if that's something you're interested in and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell. I plan on doing a update on the LED light bulb that I reviewed that has been so popular. I plan on doing an update on that. I plan on doing one about the Alexa smart plugs, non-Alexa smart plugs, how those work. So once again, if that's something of interest to you, please make sure you subscribe. That way you'll be notified once those videos are out. Today I wanted to do a video specifically on a vlogging microphone that I will be using or have been using for some videos. Wanted to kind of do a quick review on that in case there's anybody else out there that's interested in that, maybe considering starting a YouTube channel, already have a YouTube channel, or just want to have a microphone that you can use at distance when you're away from your phone. So the product that we're going to be reviewing today is this here. First thing I want to start with is an unboxing. I got that completed, and here's what that looked like. All right, so the first thing you'll notice here is there is no branding on the outside of the box. In fact, the only thing it says is wireless microphone. That's it. And then you have a picture of a phone that's got, it looks like the receiver plugged into it, the charging case, and one of the microphones. So that's the front of the package. On the left-hand side there, it shows, once again, a picture of the receiver, the microphone, and this one does show that it comes with two microphones and the receiver. So three items in this package as far as actual recording devices are concerned. Coming to the back side, once again, no branding, anything of that nature. It doesn't say name down here, anything like that. Does say that it's plug and play, so it should be able to be used pretty quickly. No need to download an app or anything like that. It does show it is good for up to 20 meters, so in Imperial that is going to be about 65 feet. Precise radio, so should be good crystal clear sound. Widely compatible, so once again you should be able to use it with multiple devices. Coming to this side, it is showing that it is for USB-C, so if you have an Android that supports USB-C, will work just fine with it. If you don't have USB-C, you may end up having to purchase an adapter. I don't believe that this does come with an adapter to go down to like a micro or a mini or anything like that as far as USB-C cables are concerned. Does have the iPhone charging, or excuse me, the iPhone adapter as well. So also on here, it's going to show that it comes with the two microphones, the receiver, and obviously the charging box. So we'll open it up, and that's exactly what I anticipate finding. So it is just going to slide off. Set that aside. Once we get in here through the plastic wrap, you can see that there is the first sign of any type of branding. I can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to attempt to say it. This is going to be the charging case itself. Inside the charging case, we do have the two microphones, 1 and 2. And then also we have the receiver that is, once again, USB-C. Okay, so that's going to plug directly into the bottom of your phone if you're USB-C. On this side, it does have an additional USB-C port. So I imagine that you can then charge this phone, or excuse me, charge your phone at the exact same time that you're using this. So if the phone is getting low, this receiver does not require any type of charge, so there's no battery inside of this. The only thing that has batteries are going to be the two microphones. Okay. Also inside the box, you have the instruction manual. Go through that, take the time to familiarize yourself with the actual unit itself. And inside of this box, it shows that we have cables in here, and I imagine also the iPhone adapter is in here as well, which it's right on top. So if you're an iPhone user, you just plug this directly in to this here, just like so. It's just as far as it goes. It does not plug in all the way. Just there you go. It's as far as it's going to go. And then this is going to go directly into the bottom of your iPhone. Okay. From there, once again, it does have the charging port there. So it does come with two USB-C chargers or cords for charging or using. So one for the actual case itself, and then if you need to charge your phone at the same time and you're an iPhone user, that makes sense why they would include this. You got this here plugged directly in, and then you can plug that into any regular USB wall charger. So that's that, pretty straightforward. So this is what you get in the kit. Everything here is what you get. Nice thing with this though that I did see when I was looking at the instructions, as long as your case is fully charged, if your microphone does run out of juice in the field or wherever you're using it, drop it in and it will actually charge it. Red indicator comes on, red light indicator comes on to show you that it is charging. So that is how that is done. So to turn on your actual unit, once you have this plugged into the back of your phone and you're on the video screen, you may want to go into the settings and say you want to use a wired or a wireless mic. That's what I noticed I had to do on the Google Pixel 7 that I use. So make sure you go in the settings and change that, otherwise the microphone's not going to work and you're going to be left frustrated. I did see a lot of reviews where people said they were unable to hear any difference, and I think probably part of that problem was they didn't actually go into the settings on the camera app to actually change the recording for audio. So that is a big deal. You need to make sure you change that in the app. Once you have that plugged in, you're going to press the power button here on the side right here. Should take about 3 seconds. You press and hold it. It will turn on blinking red and green until it actually finds that receiver. So once that receiver is plugged in and you got the video app on, it will then turn to just a regular green, and that's how you know that it's ready to record. And as soon as you hit that record button, as long as your settings are correct, you'll be good to go. To turn it off, it's the exact same as turning it on. Just press and hold for about 3 seconds and it will turn off and it will stop blinking. From there, drop it back in the charging case. And as I mentioned before, indicator will come on showing you how much battery is left inside the case itself, and then obviously a red light indicator there showing you that it is charging. So throughout the video I have been wearing the microphone. I did want to pull it forward just so you can see what it looked like. This is it. It is on currently. This audio that you've been hearing the entire time has been from that specifically. I want to also show you what it sounded like without the microphone. So I've removed the microphone from the phone and also removed the microphone from my shirt. So that is completely off. My phone has defaulted back to its original microphone, which is inside of the device itself. Which reminded me of a joke I heard the other day. If you're giving a talk and you start to have microphone problems, is that considered a speech impediment? So here's another joke with the microphone on. Guy walks into a courtroom and the judge is getting ready to put him on the witness stand. And he asks him, "Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?" The witness looks right at the judge and says, "No." So the judge covers his microphone quickly and says, "Crap, what do I do now?" The next thing I wanted to do was both a wind test as well as a distance test to see how far this thing could actually work. So here's what that test looked like. I'm about 20 feet at this point, maybe a little less. Coming back. Wind is blowing pretty hard. I'm walking right into the wind, probably about 60 feet or a little bit more at this point away from the camera. Walking back into the wind again. At this point, probably about 100 feet away. Closer to about 130 feet away at this point. 160 feet away, facing back towards the camera, walking away from it. I'd say probably about 200 feet away at this point is where we are from the camera. I'm going to keep going back just a little bit farther to see where it cuts out. Going up on 250. About 300 feet away from the camera at this point. I'm going to come all the way back to the fence, which is probably close to about 400 feet away. One of the final things I wanted to do was test 2 microphones at one time. I wanted to see if they would both function independently of each other while at the same time recording the same video. I was lucky enough to have my uncle here helping me on a different project for a different YouTube channel, and he was gracious enough to try the microphone on while we're working on that project. Here's what that sounded like. I wonder what this was for. Just an extra piece?
Is that probably
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because there's only 3 on each of them. So yeah, just an extra
so just
piece.
a bonus one.
Because we have all these
Because
extra.
we have all those extras, yeah. Okay, so we need to cut these guys.
Wanted to wrap this video up with just a few final thoughts. Some observations that I made. Number one, I think the audio is considerably clearer while using the actual microphone versus using the phone microphone itself. So I do really appreciate that. As far as the functionality in the wind, I think it could have been a little bit better. Perhaps a windsock would make a difference. Perhaps putting it someplace else on your body, as far as maybe underneath some clothing or something of that nature, maybe that would help filter out the wind. But overall, as far as a microphone that's inexpensive, that's going to work with your phone, I mean, it's tough to pass that up. The wind noise was hardly there at all, and it was only at certain points. While I was doing the distance test, as you're walking away, if your back is ever turned towards the phone itself, that microphone cuts out. You probably noticed that in the video. But once again, I was amazed by how far that microphone or this microphone would actually work. I was about 400 feet away and the sound came through crystal clear. Once again, the only limitation that I noticed is when your body was turned away from the camera, where it couldn't get the receiver a clear line of sight to the receiver, that's when the audio cut out. Other than that, though, as far as an inexpensive microphone for you just starting a YouTube channel or a vlog, or once again, just to have, I don't think you can go wrong with this. There are other ones that are way better than this. My uncle actually has the one made by DJI. Obviously, you're going to pay for what you get. But as far as inexpensive microphone is concerned, I would have a hard time passing this one up. Once again, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching this episode. I really appreciate it. Like I mentioned, I'm going to have some additional videos coming out here shortly, having to do more specifically with the Amazon Alexa, having to do with Echo Dot, as well as the products that work in unison with those. As well as I'll have my other random reviews like I always do. So please be sure to hit the bell if you haven't already done so. If you've subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. I appreciate it. It really helps me out in letting me know that you guys enjoy this content. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Reviews at Random.